Hello and welcome. Let's talk about YouTube and art supplies and people on YouTube. So, the past year or two, it's starting to kind of seep around in the YouTube community that lots of us sits on dragon hordes of art supplies and that it is starting to look like a problem to us. What kind of problem it is to each person is their own individual story, and it's not for me to tell. I know of at least three YouTubers who has been on a buying freeze for the past year, start with slightly different start dates, and they have kept it pretty much, I'd say. And myself, I have not been on a buying freeze, but I have bought less but better. Um, and yeah, I want to address this because it is a problem. Now, when you start on YouTube, you think, oh, I want to go on YouTube and I want to share my art and maybe do some tutorials or something. But in general, talk about art and do art and show off my art and share it with others. And if you've been here for more than 5 minutes, you will find out that there are two types of videos, art videos that sell in terms of bringing in the views, and that is art hauls and it is reviews. So it's super easy to fall into the rabbit hole called buying stuff. Buying stuff for my channel. It's not even buying stuff for myself, it's buying stuff to put on the channel. And I, by and large, makes fairly positive reviews of the stuff I present to you. There's stuff that I have but have not reviewed, because I don't really like making negative reviews. So if there's stuff I don't really like, I don't make a review. One exception has been this one because I think there was not enough critical reviews of this. Um, there's not many reviews of it at all, and I think Owen from Owen's Art and me are the only ones who has been critical of them. So I got a critical review of them. They're not terrible. I think they're basically just overpriced. But that's, I think, the only really sort of negative review I have. So I got more stuff than I have reviewed, and there's stuff that I have not reviewed, not because I don't like it, but there was the whole thing at YouTube about on the channel or on the platform that was not 13, and there was some data collecting of that. So now it's a problem making anything content with that is aimed at that, and I was not sure at the time what to do. So I took these two things. I had bought them for to make a review, but I put them away and never made a review because of this word on the front of the packaging. Nowadays, I have realized that how it came to be and how the rules really work or doesn't work. Often they more often doesn't work than they work. So I could do it and say, okay, this is for young people, but adults can also use them. But I have preferred not to. So it's not necessary because stuff is not good. It is sometimes just because I didn't do a review for one reason or another. These I have not felt compelled to review because it's just felt pens and there's nothing special about them. I got a ton of stuff from Stadler that I have bought solely for review purpose, and except for the Karat set, I actually have made really nice reviews of those. They're quite okay. These I have reviewed. Those was one of those I have bought but not made a review of. And one of the reasons is because I realized that Helitz is only sold in Germany, and of course my main language on the channel is not German, and so I didn't find that that was purposeful to make a review in English of that. So yeah, the pile I got here is not b- even close to being everything I have that is bought for review purpose. But it got one thing in common, and that is this is not my regular choice for art supplies. I like other stuff. And when I sit down to do some art, I keep on pulling this stuff out or thinking about it, and sometimes I just block. It just my brain melts and goes no. And then I sit and I do a little doodle on a corner of a paper or something, and I don't get any art done because this is actually weighing me down mentally. I got all this stuff and I gotta use it, and it's just, quite frankly, not that fun to use. Not with the type of art that I do. When I do colored pencils, I do deep layers, really sometimes 15, 20 layers on top, and these pencils can't really do it. Um, yeah, so what to do? What to do? A buying freeze won't get me out of this because it's in the house, it's here, and I have to deal with it. So what I've decided to do is I am I'm gonna continue my buy less, buy smarter uh, strategy for the next probably forever. And but I gotta deal with this because it has to go, and I don't want to throw it out because it's too good to throw out. So what I'm gonna do? Let's make an art challenge. Make a art supply cleanup challenge, and get working on these stashes. And so I'm gonna try if I can make one video a week using at least one art supply that I want to use up and get rid of. Now, here's the rules. There has to be one art supply of some sort. Make your choice. It could be the water soluble crayons. I want to get them used and get them used up. I don't have to use them up in one video. That would just be impossible. Or not impossible, but I don't think it would catch much view time because I have done art with water soluble crayons, and a little goes a very long way. So no, but just use something. Use something. You can combine it with any kind of other art materials. If you have several different things and you want to do a multimedia thing, go right ahead. But at least one art supply, and you have to tell us which kind of art supply it is. Um, you can maybe hashtag me at Xargot at Instagram, for instance. I'll try and figure out a good hashtag for this challenge. Um, and you can also probably tag me here on YouTube, or give me a comment, or send me a link or something. Um, let's get working on this, and I invite the other YouTubers and wherever else you are to participate. Also, if you're not an online creator, if you're just a private person, still give us a shout out, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who has too much art supplies lying around. That is not my favorite. It's maybe it should just be called hashtag not my favorite. I don't know if that's taken for something else, but let's figure something out. So it's the clean up art challenge. I hope somebody will join me in this, and I hope you will have fun watching me struggle my way through all of these art supplies. And I think to make keep myself sane, I might see if I can make 2 videos a week. I can't, but ever so often I will make a use up the good stuff as well because I got great stuff lying around, and I have to have something that is really funny to use that is that I enjoy. So Here's another thing about trying this, and my suspicion is that somebody somewhere, it could be me, or it could be you, or it could be somebody else. Maybe somebody sits with some art supply somewhere that they don't use, that might be their favorite actually. They just haven't found out about it yet. Because sometimes it takes using something quite a few times before you really fall in love. So let's see what happens. I'm really curious about this. I hope I tried to start this last year, but the hashtag I picked came out to read in an unfortunate way, and I was discouraged to continue. So, but let's give it a go, and yeah, come back, see what I do. See you all later. Take care.